The holographic feed flickered in the command center of the UNSC Retribution, displaying the final moments of Colony Epsilon 7. Jennifer Kane stood frozen, her neural interface burning cold against her temple, as 9 million souls simply ceased to exist. "Replay timestamp 142203, she commanded, her voice barely steady. Alex Chen didn't look up from his quantum computing array. His fingers danced across hard-light interfaces, pulling data streams that shouldn't exist anymore. "Don't, Jen. You've watched it 17 times. 18, she corrected. The feed zoomed to show the Zalthak dreadnought hovering above New Seattle's biodomes. The aliens had broadcast everything, every home, every school, every hospital, as their gravity disruptors tore the colony apart at the molecular level. They'd made humanity watch as families disintegrated into component atoms, their final screams transmitted across every communication channel in human space. The Zalthak had wanted an audience for their demonstration of superiority. They got one. Neural networks finished processing the Zalthak quantum signature, Alex said, his dark eyes reflecting streams of data. Their fold-space drives leave a distinct tachyon decay pattern. I can track every ship they've ever built. Jennifer's jaw tightened. How many? 47,000 vessels. Population estimate 2.3 billion across 14 star systems. He paused, finally meeting her gaze. Jen, what we're planning is necessary, she finished. Her hand moved to the data chip hanging from her neck, the one containing her daughter's last message from Epsilon 7. Melissa had been 7 years old. They broadcasted genocide as entertainment. They made us watch our children die in real time, Alex. Then they sent a message saying humanity should know its place in the cosmic hierarchy. The Zalthak had miscalculated catastrophically. They'd studied human history and seen a species that fought among itself, that struggled with moral philosophy, that hesitated before crossing ethical lines. What they failed to understand was that humanity's internal conflicts existed precisely because humans understood the weight of violence, and once that weight was accepted, humanity became something the Zalthak had never encountered. Stellar cartography has mapped all 14 systems, Jennifer continued, pulling up the tactical display. Red markers pulsed where Zalthak worlds orbited their stars. Project Causality is ready for implementation. Alex stood, walking to the viewport where Earth hung in the distance, still mourning. 6 months had passed since the Epsilon 7 massacre. 6 months of the entire human species working with singular, terrifying focus. The quantum torpedoes will detonate simultaneously across all Zalthak star systems, he said, reciting specifications he'd helped develop. Each carries a micro-singularity that will collapse their suns into black holes within 47 seconds. The gravitational cascade will be total, Jennifer said. 14 suns, 14 systems, complete stellar collapse. The technology shouldn't have been possible. Humanity had made it possible. Every physicist, every engineer, every mathematician had contributed. Grief had a way of accelerating innovation. We'll be broadcasting it, Jennifer added quietly. Every moment, just like they did to us. Alex's reflection in the viewport showed a man who'd aged years and months. His wife had been on Epsilon 7, too, working as a xenobiologist. We'll become what we hate. No. Jennifer's voice carried the weight of command and loss. They killed for supremacy. We're responding to genocide. There's a difference. Is there? Alex challenged. 2.3 billion lives, Jen. Civilians. Children who had nothing to do with their military's decision. 9 million of ours had nothing to do with being human. Jennifer called up the Zalthak's own broadcast, freezing on the image of their high conclave watching the destruction with what passed for amusement in their physiology. They chose to make this species wide. Their entire civilization celebrated our loss. Their communications networks lit up with satisfaction. It was true. Human intelligence had intercepted and translated the Zalthak's internal communications. Not a single voice of dissent. Not one question of whether perhaps massacring 9 million beings might be wrong. Just collective pride in demonstrating dominance. "Weapons array is charging," a technician announced. "All 14 quantum torpedoes synchronized. Launch authorization required." Jennifer and Alex stood together in the command center of humanity's vengeance. Around them, similar scenes played out on 47 other vessels, each targeting a Zalthak system. The combined military and scientific might of Earth, Mars, the Jovian colonies, and every human settlement had created this moment. "They could have just destroyed the colony," Alex said softly. "Could have made it quick, but they chose to broadcast it, to make it slow, to make us watch every single death." Jennifer nodded. "They wanted to teach us fear. Instead, they taught us what we're capable of when we stop holding back." Her hand moved to the authorization panel. 2 keys required: command authority and scientific validation. She inserted hers. Alex hesitated, then inserted his. "Humanity will remember this day forever," he said. "So will the universe," Jennifer replied. "The species that thought we were prey will serve as a warning to every other civilization out there. Humans are not targets, we're consequences." The keys turned. Across human space, 47 vessels fired simultaneously. Quantum torpedoes folded through space-time, arriving at their targets in perfect synchronization. The broadcasts began. Humanity's answer to the Zalthak's atrocity. 14 suns collapsed into hungry darkness. The Zalthak had 9 hours to realize their extinction was inevitable before the gravitational waves reached their outer colonies. Humanity broadcast every moment, ensuring every species monitoring the galaxy witnessed what happened when you made humanity watch its children die. Jennifer watched the feeds in silence, tears streaming down her face, her daughter's last message playing in her neural interface on loop. The message Earth sent to the cosmos was simple and absolute. 9 million for 2.3 billion. Never again would anyone dare. The Zalthak Empire ceased to exist at 09:47:31 Galactic Standard Time. Humanity didn't celebrate. They simply moved forward, forever changed, carrying the weight of what grief had made them capable of achieving. In the vast silence of space, a new truth crystallized. Some species hesitate before crossing lines. But once those lines are crossed for them, there is no line they won't cross in return. The universe learned to fear humanity that day, not for their violence, but for their capacity to accept its full weight and deploy it with mathematical precision. They had killed 9 million humans live. Earth had erased their entire species, and the galaxy would never forget either act.